It took only 2 organized team activity practices last month for Broncos inside linebacker Todd Davis to be impressed with a new-look offense coordinated by Bill Musgrave. "They definitely throw a lot at us, so we have to be prepared," Davis said. "We'll have an exciting team to watch. The verdict on if the Broncos will be exciting and successful won't come for several months, but it was interesting how other members of the defense confirmed Davis' analysis. Bill is giving us some difficult things," defensive backs coach Marcus Robertson said. "We're adjusting to them and are able to win during the course of practice." So how did Musgrave and his offensive staff challenge the defense? "It's been fun to watch Billy with his shifts and motions," coach Vance Joseph said. "When you play a defense like ours, man-free man coverage and free safety plays deep middle, 5-man pass rush, aggressive, the shifts and motions really slow you down a little bit because you have to get aligned. The shifts and motions are really just smoke and mirrors. Pre-snap shifting and motion are a coordinator's way of ascertaining the defensive coverage man is zone, creating a favorable matchup. Burly linebacker versus shifty tailback, again a numbers advantage, more blockers to one side than defenders on one side of the field." So what does a Musgrave offense look like in terms of pre-snap movement? We went back to 2016, when he was Oakland's offensive coordinator and running his system. In a 42-35 win over Carolina, Musgrave did not run a single pre-snap shift. The Raiders ran motion on 27 snaps and did nothing pre-snap on 42 plays. Musgrave used a tailback in motion on 12 snaps, usually out wide against a linebacker, which emptied the backfield. He rarely used motion that had the receiver crossing the field. One big takeaway was how he used tailback Latavius Murray as a receiver once he motioned out of the backfield. With the Broncos, Musgrave may see the benefit of shifts that lead into motion. For his part, Musgrave returned the compliment about being tested by the Broncos' defense. "It's been very challenging, which is good," he said. "We're anticipating it being very good training for me." Fumagalli making progress. Sports hernia surgery before the draft kept Broncos tight end Troy Fumagalli out of all 13 organized team activity minicamp workouts. Fumagalli said he will be ready for training camp next month. "I should be 100%, no question, for camp," he told the Denver Post. "I was moving along with the rehabilitation when I got here, but they wanted me to start over and that was a good thing. I've been working with the training staff and I trust them." Fumagalli has attended all of the offense tight end meetings. "The easiest way to learn is going out on the field, but not practicing is no excuse," he said. "There are still ways to learn. I've been staying in my playbook and mentally going through it. I'm not going to deny, I'll have the jitters when practice starts, just like anybody in a new environment. I just have to stay within myself. It's football, go out there, have fun and don't think too much." Around the league rings the thing. The Eagles had their Super Bowl ring ceremony on Thursday. The ring is made of 10-karat white gold and has 219 diamonds and 17 genuine green sapphires. One part of the ring features 127 diamonds, the combined jersey numbers of Corey Clement 30, Trey Burton 88 and Nick Foles 9, who were a part of the Philly special, 4th down 2-count play against New England. Zone red commitment. San Francisco coach Kyle Shanahan showed again last week he is one of the smartest offensive minds in pro football when asked if the zone read had been figured out. Shanahan delivered a 296-word answer. An excerpt: "It's not that defenses have caught up, you just need the right people, the right commitment, you have to stay healthy and you've got to have the whole package together," he said. "Is your quarterback good enough at running with the football to make them commit to stopping it once they do? Is he good enough to make the passes that he has to that they just opened up? If he is, that's a huge issue for defenses. It's tough to find that guy." Jaguars fever. The overwhelming favorite to repeat as AFC South Shams, the Jaguars, off their first playoff appearance since 2007, announced Thursday they have sold a league-leading 10,000 new tickets. On the field, we'll know a lot about the Jaguars in the first 3 weeks. At the Giants, healthy Odell Beckham and newcomer Saquon Barkley, home versus New England lost to the Patriots in the AFC title game and a home against Tennessee. The Titans were 2-0 against the Jaguars last year. Falcons caving in. Receiver Julio Jones has 3 years remaining on his $71.25 million deal he signed in August 2015. So why are the Falcons talking to his representatives? This isn't a situation where Jones is entering the final year of his deal. Jones held out of minicamp last week, but coach Dan Quinn said the sides are talking and he expects a resolution by training camp. If Jones scores a new deal, it will set a precedent for future Falcons who whine about their contract with plenty of years left.